Thank you for joining me for Sunrise Meditation with Nicole. I'm Nicole. The theme for today is separation anxiety, specifically the stage of protest. I'd like for you to realize that separation anxiety is not just something children struggle with. I'm thinking back to a story regarding my 3-year-old daughter who goes to daycare every day, but sometimes has a challenging experience when we try to drop her off. Sometimes she gets into the car fine, she even gets out of the car fine and gets into the daycare building fine. But sometimes when it's time to leave her in her classroom, all of a sudden she begins to cry, she begins to cling. I'm trying to leave her in the classroom, her teacher's trying to keep her in the classroom. Even though this is such a heart-wrenching experience, it's important to understand this is protest. She's crying, she's lunging for me because she doesn't want to be left behind. She doesn't want to be separate from someone she cares about. She's also verbally expressing her dissatisfaction with being left. It's important to understand the 3 components of separation anxiety, specifically the protest phase. First, there's an emotional connection you have to someone you feel safe with, someone you feel secure, and someone you love. The second step is realizing that you're voicing your disapproval. You're voicing that you're not satisfied, you're not happy with this person separating from you. The third step being hope. You're hoping that by expressing your discomfort, your displeasure with the impending separation, that it will change their opinion and that they'll get to stay with you. While I know you're not a 3-year-old, I do think it's important to realize these same experiences do happen even though you're an adult. So the goal of today's meditation is allowing yourself to sit with those experiences, sit with those emotions and those physical sensations that occur in your body, and help you work through them. With that being said, let's begin today. I'd like for you to start by finding a comfortable position, whether that's seated on the ground like myself, or maybe you're seated at a chair in your home. But find a position that feels right for you. And when you're ready, I want you to begin to focus on your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'd like for you to take 3 deep breaths, the biggest breaths you've taken all day. And while you're breathing, allow your focus to move to your breath. And when you're ready, I'd like for you to either lower your gaze or close your eyes. Begin to move your focus from your breath to your memories. I'd like for you to pull up a person in your mind who you feel very connected with. A person who brings you a lot of joy, a person who makes you feel secure, safe, and loved. When you have that person in mind, I'd like for you to think about a time where they had to separate from you. They had to leave for some reason, whether it was for a couple of hours or whether it was for a couple days or weeks. I want you to think about one of these separations that wasn't too distressing for you. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being extremely distressing, move to experience as more like a 1 out of 10. When you have that experience in mind, I'd like for you to move into that past experience, that past moment when you knew they were going to have to separate from you. Again, if you start feeling any discomfort during this experience, move yourself back to your present location and open your eyes, but try to sit with it. Try to allow yourself to experience those emotions that you're experiencing at that moment. When you have that low 1 out of 10, slightly discomfort separating from that person who means so much for your experience, I'd like for you to begin to move your attention to your body. Starting off with your head. How does your head feel? Is it tight? Is it throbbing? Is there tension? Move your focus to your face. How is your face feeling? Is it tight? Is it numb? Move your focus to your throat. How is it feeling? Is it tight? Is it shaky? Move to your shoulders. How are your shoulders feeling? Are they tight or elevated? Move to your back. How is it feeling? Is it tight? Is it painful? Is it rigid? Move through the front to your stomach. How is your stomach feeling? Is it in knots? Is it full of air? Is it full of gas? Is it just tight? Your chest, how is that feeling? Is your heart racing? Is there a pull? Is there a pressure? Moving down your arms, how are your arms feeling? How about your hands? Are you becoming hyper aware of your hands? Are your hands starting to feel heavy? Are they starting to feel awkward and uncomfortable? Moving to your legs, are they feeling heavy? Are they feeling energetic and ready to run? And lastly, move your experience to your feet. How are they feeling? Are they feeling light? Are they feeling heavy and stuck to the ground? I'd like for you now to combine these two things. The experience of this person who you love, who has to leave. Prior to hearing that, how are you feeling emotionally? Are you calm? Are you centered? Upon hearing that the person has to leave, how does your body begin to feel? And how does that translate into an emotion? Do you start becoming sad? Do you start becoming angry? Do you start becoming frustrated? And then once that person does actually leave, how does your body feel? What are your emotions? It's important to be able to recognize how your body feels and what emotions you're experiencing. It can become challenging to bring this to your awareness without judgment, without belittling yourself, without thinking this is childish. Allow yourself to just recognize and acknowledge how you're feeling and what you're experiencing in your body. As we begin to conclude this session, I'd like for you to just sit for a moment. Allow yourself to come back to the present moment. Allow yourself to begin focusing back on your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. With each exhale, allow some of the tension from that experience to leave your body. Bring your awareness back to your current location. If you're seated on the floor like I am, or the ground, feel the strength of the earth beneath you. If you're seated in a chair, feel the support of the chair against your back and your legs. If your feet are planted on the floor, feel the firmness of the earth beneath your feet. And when you're ready, open your eyes. It's important to be able to recognize that you do experience discomfort. It's okay not to push that away. It's okay not to minimize that. It's okay not to judge it as negative. Just acknowledge it and know that your body is needing something. My name's Nicole, and thank you for joining me for Sunrise Meditation. If you find that you continue to want help and guidance in understanding your anxiety and learning to work through your anxiety, you can check out the link below for my ultimate guide to anxiety, which will help you understand and learn to get to the root of your anxiety. My name's Nicole, and thank you for joining me for the meditation today. I wish you a good day.